All right, everybody, welcome to the Vamp Show. So we're here for the end of the daily close. Another day of trading. I would like to say an exciting day of trading, but it's okay. Yesterday, I do apologize. Running around super sick. I did put up that I did make a call that we had the bounce. I did make the call in the members area. I didn't have a chance to get over and put it in the public area for a while. I do apologize for that. So we did see the bounce coming. We did call it in the members area. So here's kind of what I am looking at, right? This is all from yesterday, so pretty much nothing's changed on here from yesterday. And so now, super important is if we go back here and we look on this daily chart, right? I still don't want to forget about these three white soldiers, okay? I don't want to forget about these, all right? So make sure that we always keep these in mind right here in the price action where we're at. In a three white soldier situation, you go up, you go down, and you go up again, okay? So I'm just going to leave this on here just in case this prophecy does come true. And I'll show you why in just a second. All right, so this price support we were looking for was LTC, the chart to watch. If it breaks support at 8,100, then you have your next plays down 78 at $81. It breaks down to, I almost made a Marius thing, $8,100 Litecoin. Today's a good day. Marius has decided to park his yacht in Cannes. He'll be sunbathing all day with 3 hot Russian models. Okay. All right, back to reality. So $81. If it did break the $81 test area, there it is. I had that in there, tested this area. It did come down. It did test it. It did bounce, right? So it was a good call. So we did make a good call. Now, if it did break that, these were our 2 lower supports. I am still to this day, I'm still looking for these lower supports, right? But these 3 white soldiers, you need to be cognizant of what is happening with these guys, okay? So we're going to take this off here. This did work. There was our 1 down arrow. I'm going to remove my down arrow. That was successful. Then here we hit our support. So I'm going to leave this support area right here. I'm not going to move this support area. On the lower time frames, we did bounce on a perfect 9. That was one of the our calls. We watched it come down, hit a perfected 9, came up, bled a little bit, then took off. So looking at Litecoin right now, we just had our daily close. Let's see this daily candle. Doesn't really give me spinning topish. Maybe, right? This does not give me a nice squishy trade setup, so I'm really neutral right here. And I will put that. So I'm just, let's just say bad trade setup, right? On the daily, right? On the daily. There's on this daily close right here, I just don't see, nothing here just makes me warm and fuzzy on the actual daily. Now, if we get down, we might see something a little better, give us some better signals. But on Litecoin here, I got nothing. I got nada. Okay. Now, if you peel down in our members area, we go down all the way here into the 6 hour. Right, what is that? 4 hour. So I'm looking over at my other one. Here we go. This is, look at this. Look at this right here, okay? So you've got a ton of support right here, right? So here was a 9. It wasn't a perfected 9, but it was a 9. The 6 hour is what had our perfected 9. There it was. We had a perfected 9 in the 6 hour, bled out, had a massive hanging man candle, perfect up trade. Ran right up here. It is funny. I was on me and just snapped right there. Look at that. Me and one of the members, Teklo, we were on and we were both joking around, and I was I was adding shorts, like I told you guys I was. I was adding shorts, and I was trying to add more shorts for my EOS trade. And it was super late last night, and I said, God, I should add it like $8, $8.10, and then sure enough, you'll see a little bit later how it came up, hit that trade, and then dropped back down. Now, looking at Litecoin right here, right? You are trying to make, it's trying to break all of this support right here. There's a lot of support right here. Okay, so Litecoin has come all the way down. This is the test. The test is on the 6 hour. Sorry, the 4 hour. So we're gonna note that, right? So the test is on the 4 hour, and the test is at, let's go. This needs to break $82.50 to break. What's that? 82 points. Let's call it 70, right? Needs to break down below 82.70 to be bearish. Otherwise, it's going to get caught in this all this support right here, and it's going to get rejected right back up, right? So if this doesn't hold this particular target right here, all right, and this is the challenge. There's all this right here. We're just going to make this. Just do this white. So there's the circle. There's all the support. So this has got, so it's got all this support right here, right? And see it, look, it is making this, see it's making the cross right now. You see that? So this rejection is making the cross. So if this makes this cross, you can actually look for this to get a small, if this crosses, you can look for a small rejection, right, up to a higher time frame. If you're looking up to where the next target would be, you'd be looking at something right here, right? You'd be looking at something like right there, okay? So just came down too much, just too much support right there to break through. It's trying, it's just got to break through this support. If it can't get through this 4 hour, can't get through anything else, let's look at no help. You've got all the support in the world right here. Once again, it's just a heavy support area. Your resistance, your top line resistance is going to be your 30. So this is good. So this still shows a good area for a bounce right there. Excuse me. Let's go to the 12 hour. Just no help. The 12 hours shows actually a little more movement on the upside. So the 12 hours shows you could head all the way up here with that bounce. So we'll put a green. So in the higher time frames, this looks like this could go up a little bit higher. Okay, and then here we go. So then I do have a top line. Let's throw that right there. So if this thing really does decide to get frisky, it could get up here in the $84, $85 range. Right, this would be getting frisky again. You know, do one more, bing, 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 come right up here one more time. This is where I could see this thing coming up here one more time. You just got so much support right there. It's going to be really tough to get through all that support. All right, so there's my Litecoin. Let's go out and take a look at, I want to really take a look at the 3-day chart Litecoin. 3-day Litecoin, oddish candle, no help, brand new candle, right? Yesterday, last time's 3-day. So you had this massive shooting starish style candle on the 3-day right there for Litecoin. This huge, I wouldn't call this an inverted hammer, but I wouldn't call this a perfected shooting star candle either. Okay. You are sitting on all the support right there on the 3-day. There's just, right now, neutral, neutralish. Some neutralish on Litecoin. I don't see anything that gets me excited here either way for a trade. I actually see more support underneath Litecoin than anything right here. This thing, you just have to tear right through this, and Yeah, let me see here. 1, 2, 3. So put that there. I mean, I don't like any of this trade setup right here. See, these candles are extremely bearish. I came down. This is extremely bullish. You know, I'm gonna put my target right here. I'm gonna have 2 targets. Let's do 2 targets. How about that? So I have 2 targets right here. And I'm just not comfortable with, you know, but there's our 2 targets right there that are possible. Okay. Don't want to go too much higher. So there you go. If this did retrace back up, I can see this popping back up to here and then dropping back out again. This is it. This is the only thing holding this up. There's nothing below Litecoin holding it up right now. Now, crossing between this, crossing here, these crosses are they're not as good as I like these the lower time frame crosses. So when you get the 7 and the 30, I like to play these a lot better. They're a lot stronger. When you play these higher time frame where you get like the 7 crossing over the 200, they're so crosses, right? I mean, they're okay. So here this is, then you kind of had a delay. They're okay. They're not as good as I like to play the lower time frame crosses. All right, there we go. So we're going to move Litecoin out of the way. Now let's see what our bubble charts have to say. So a lot of interesting stuff over here in our bubble charts. I am still playing this as a short position. I'm not going to change this. I'm still going to play this as a short. This 3-day candle is just absolutely too insane to ignore. One thing in our members area, see, you know, one of the things they talked about, I'm still looking for a down into this range, followed by a bounce. So I'm still looking for this to come down, bounce up, whether it's here or here. I'm still looking for a pretty substantial play, a bounce play. I'm still in my shorts. I actually added on to a little bit of my shorting position. I didn't add enough, I feel. But I just don't. I'm not feeling this candle as being very bullish. Now, what I'm expecting is a drop down, and then you can pop back up. Come down, then pokey back up, right? I just don't see this hitting this massive bear candle, then just blasting through the sky. It would have to be news related in order for that to happen. Some kind of positive FUD, which I just don't see is out there. On the 3-day, you are being defended by the 30. You've got the 50 stacked above you up here at 7,900. Now, I would like to see this dip down one time, wick up, pokey. This is to add more shorts on there and then take a dump down. All right, let's go out to the weekly. The weekly was one of our really hot topics on. So we did basically a 3-day swing chart. I did a whole 3-day swing chart thing that showed, you know, what I thought, where all this was going to play out. And one of the things we're talking about is kind of the trade of lifetime, right? So the trade of lifetime is going to happen right here. It's this big cross. So we're all waiting for this. Now this is going to close out again in what do we got? 24 hours. We got 24 hours. This is going to close out. Now this is attached all the way back here. This 30-day moving average is attached back here to these candles, and as these monster candles start to fall off, right? So you got to count this back 30 weeks, right? Oh God, can I do this? 1, 2. So here we are. So this is 30 weeks back right here, this big red candle, right? So it's either this one or it's this one. So one of these candles is in play right here, okay? So one of these candles is in play. I don't know which one. And so we're right here. So as these candles get peeled away every week, this will just keep dumping, right? This is just going to keep dumping. All right, now your 50-day moving average is back here farther, so your 50-day average is trailing. This thing is going to just keep rocketing up, right? This thing is just going to keep, now this thing's really going to take a turn up here if you count that back. So if you're 30 right into here, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 was that one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here's your 2. So, I mean, you're going to get a good push. It's not going to be anything crazy. But if you're trailing your 50, your 50's back here, your 30's right here. So this should get a push up. This should get a push down. You're going to start to get a pincher action on this. Excuse me. You're going to get a pincher action on these 2 MAs. I am looking for this cross. Honestly, the smartest thing for me to do right now is nothing. Is literally hold my Johnson in my hand, wait 2 to 3 weeks, and just, you know, pet puppies and fuzzy bunnies and go learn to do some paintings and order some, binge watch a bunch of shows and just wait for this baby to come over here and close out. This is probably the best trading opportunity that any of us could have. And just wait for the sucker and then just short the living crap out of it or long the living crap out of it, doesn't matter. And or wait up until the ETFs. So we have all of this outlined in what we just did in our members chat. And it shows exactly how our charts, how we would do all of our trading all the way up to the ETFs. So all of our swing trading would be done. Now, looking at this weekly candle, this sure looks like a shooting star candle. Right? This weekly candle looking like a shooting star candle. Right? I hate to say it, boys and girls. Last time we had this kind of ugly shooting star candle was right here. Okay? So this is the last time we had a shooting star candle. It popped up right here. And we all know what happened after that. Right? All was bad news. And all of a sudden, crypto became the monster. Right? Everybody is crying. I know people, you know, this is tough, man. This is tough. This is brutal. All right, so we are creating a second candle right here. Now, if this drops down far enough, we would actually have to see how this would play out. You know, there's a lot of options here. There's 24 hours left in this candle. I'm gonna wait to make any more, you know, decisions until the next 24 hours. I see a lot of neutral right now. There's a lot of neutral calls out there right now for me. I don't see any amazing trade setups based on anything right now except for this candle right here. This is the only candle I see a trade setup on, and that's going off a candle. Now, that's one indicator. It's really not enough indicator for me to go crazy. All right, I'm not just totally sold on this indicator right now, but this is a good shorting indicator. Other than that, I'm just not. There's nothing bullish and nor bearish right here that's tickling my fancy that I'm going to go absolutely clustered over, okay? But this weekly candle now has a lot of potential. So my recommendation would just be chill out. Chill out, let this candle play out. Now we did back here back here we did have a couple similar candles came up, dumped down. This had a little more tail on it, actually a lot more tail, a little more tail. Here's a good one. You know, this was a good one. Now, at this point in crypto, there was a massive difference. The difference in crypto between now and then was you could buy one single Bitcoin for $2,400, $2,700, right? And if I went to each and every one of you guys, said I was doing OTC counter transactions, I'll sell you a Bitcoin for $2,700. You know what? Make it $3,500. I'll sell OTC transaction Bitcoins for $3,500. I would not be able to answer all the messages I would receive in probably the matter of like 15, 20 minutes, right? Bitcoin down here at 3K is a hell of a freaking deal, right? People were FOMOing. The news was FOMOing. Everybody was FOMOing at this point, right? Everybody and their mother was getting in Bitcoin. And this is when the trend started to take off. It's like, oh my God, it went from 2 G's to 3 G's in like a day. Wow. You know, then it went from, look at this, it went from 3 G's to 5 grand. I mean, I remember seeing it in the news back then. I should have got in. I'm not that bright though, so don't judge me. So this is kind of what I see. I see we just chill out and wait for this weekly candle to close, and then we get back in, you know. All right. So let's go down to our bubble charts and see what exactly our bubble charts are all saying and telling us. I'm actually going to pull this up to the 3-day. A little more relevant chart time-wise. Okay, our targets, my top targets on this coming up are the 30 MA, so I do have 7,500. As you go down your different timelines, you can see your different MAs. So there you go. You got 7,600. So 7,500 to 7,600. I could possibly see this coming up and touching before dropping back down. And all I would be doing is loading more shorts all the way up there. Now, I would be looking to jump out of this, breaking this 100-day MA on the daily. So you're going to really want to watch this. There's your 200-day. See 7,600. So breaking this, I would want to get out of my short positions on my, want to watch out on my short positions because this thing could take off. There's potential to get up here in 8,200. Excuse me. Whoa. Yep, damn summer colds. There's potential to get up here and take off to 8,200. So this is kind of what we got. I'm just going to leave this over set up on my 3-day chart. Okay. So top targets, and I will add this on here. 7,500 to 7,600. Oh, we go 7,600. Okay, so this is possible. Up here is 75, 7,600, and anything over that, I would be jumpy out. Okay, I'm still looking for more down action. Then once we get down here, I will be taking profits. I'll look to be taking profits out of all my trades down here. Bubble chart. Bubble chart is telling us, so we did come down. We did get a bounce off on the bubble chart on already historic zones. So we did come down and we bounced off right there. You see this has happened before. Let's see, is this other time? Not really. That was the only time, the only other time. So we did get a bounce right here. So this bounce correlates with that bounce. So we did come down, we bounced off this. Now we're back up into some resistance areas. So we've really only got 2 resistance areas above us. And let me be clear here, as your RSI can drop, right? So we're going to do this. Okay, so your RSI levels can drop, right? But at the same time, look at how high your RSI is. And we went into a lot of detail on this in our members chat. But look at where your RSI is now in accordance to where your RSI was in April. So here's April. There's your RSI, higher price action, lower RSI, lower price action, higher RSI. Okay, so you do have, this is a massive difference, right? And I look at this as bearish. This is bearish. You want lower price with lower RSI. That gives you more room to go up. Having a lower price with a higher RSI is the inverse to that. So let's, now you can move down, your RSI can go down, and the more dangerous places are when you get down. Actually, you start to get down into here. This is when the real falls occur, right? The real falls will usually occur right here in the midline. So, if you just kind of trail this back, you can see where the real dumps happen. See right here, this one. You're right dead center, right here, you're just right in the midline. All these dumps, they like to occur in the middle. So being up here it's actually bullish. This is bullish being up here, believe it or not. This does not necessarily have to be bearish. This can also be bullish, because as your RSI moves down, your price action can move up. All right, it's just called, this is resetting the indicators. We ran up so far, the indicators have to reset, and as they reset every time, even though they're resetting, the price action does increase. We have the very same structure here that we had over here. So we created the same structure, but there is a massive difference. So we have lower price, higher RSI, higher price, lower RSI. Okay, so they're actually inverse to one another. So now I am, this can go down, the price can go up, right? So this is once again, this is a neutral thing for me. I'm neutral on this bubble chart right now. I'm not exactly bearish and or bullish, and it is because we did break this. We did break out over this white line. So once you break out over this white line, this is bearish up here. You know what I'm saying? This is bullish. So you do get bullish up here. So we've just got to really keep an eye on this and see where this tracks out over the next couple days. Like I said, I am playing the short position for a short scalp down to 7,100, 6,800 range. I'd like to see that. Then I'd like to play out, possibly I'll for sure take some profit, and then I'll move into more shorts as we go up. All right, now this is very, so let's take a look over here. So here we got our MACD. Let's take a look at our MACD. All right, so we are folding over. We have almost touched. Now, when you do touch like this is very bearish. Okay, so folding over is bearish. So here you go. See right here, fold it over, very bearish. Right here, fold it over, very bearish. Fold it over, very bearish. Fold it over, bearish. Blah, 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 blah. Do we all get the point? Okay, point well taken. Got it? All right, good. Okay, so rolling over on this is very bearish. So we've got to be extremely careful right here. Henceforth, another reason why I am loading shorts. Okay? Now, can this bounce off all of a sudden? Yeah, you can get some of this action right here. You roll over. See, take a look right here. You roll over. And this was bullish. See this? See, all this action in here was bullish. Okay, so you got to be really careful. So even though this might roll over right here, so let's say we touch and we roll over, you get a little downtrend, right? You get a downtrend. You still have to be neutral because this can be bullish here, right? This getting up this high is bullish. Okay, so what I'm going to be looking at here once again is I'm going to even though we touch, and you see there was a definite drop out right there. So we dropped out. Even though that has happened, I will still be looking to be careful because I think this can actually just kind of juggle around right here, back and forth, do all this crazy stuff, wind us back up a little bit, and then dump us down. Okay? So once again, kind of puts me in a neutral position. Now, I like this particular setup right here. And this particular, not really this one, but I like this particular trade setup right here. So you get up, you kind of, fakey around, you get the drop, you get the run up, you get the drop again. This is easier to trade than this. This is a nightmare to trade. Look at this. This is just choppy, choppy, choppy. This is a lot harder to trade. This particular pattern is easier to trade. So I am looking for this to fall out right here. So look, we are about to cross over at exactly the same spot, right? Line those up, people. Look at that. Line this up. Perfect. There to there, right? And this gives you a perfect horizontal. There to there. So we are about to cross over, right? At this exact same point. Now we've got to be careful because, this one crossed a little higher. This one crossed a little lower, but they still crossed. Now they did different things. This one gave us a really nice, sweet little short, and that gave us a really lucrative long, right? This one right here didn't give us jack crap. This gave us a lot of really bad trading, right? This just was a really bad trading area. Oh, look, I'm going long. Only kidding, stomped. Oh, look, it's going short, stomped. I mean, every time people are just getting stomped out of all these trades right here. Okay, this sucks. We don't want to do this. This is no fun. We want to do this. Now, I can't tell you which one it's going to do. It's kind of up to the bubble charts at which one's going to occur, but you now know both of the options, okay? You now have both the options before you, and it's really up to you guys to make some good life choices right here. I'm only going to do the best thing I can and just play it safe, right? Now, if you look at the candle setups here on these 12 hours, you did have this really good, you know, shooting star-ish, whatever candle that is right there. I do like this candle. I don't, there it is over there. So this is the candle you had before the crash at the same time. So you did have the very similar candle. Now you did have a shooting star before it. Then you had the same candle, then it fell out. Over here, we had a really great hanging man candle. Very, very bearish, and then we followed it off with this candle right here. So this is all good. And then, you know, this is just choppiness. This is barting in here. I mean, this is all just barting. And I wish I could set this out. You know, only thing I can say is I'm setting up that. I feel the better possibilities for a short trade right now. And if not, I know where my stop loss is. My stop loss is a little bit over 7,600 range, and I can just hop out of this trade. And I would like to see this go down, and then up, and then down. I like swing trading. All right. So there's that. Oh. All right, and you know, I think I'm just gonna breeze through a couple of my alt charts real quick. So I'll breeze through a couple of my alt charts. Let's see here. All right, so here's EOS. None of this is updated compared to my live stream chart, so I apologize. EOS, I said, hey, so I hit the lower targets, and then I hit the lower targets. This bounced up, and let me look at my other charts over here. Okay, so on my other charts, I had this come up. I did not hit. I just poked with this red candle. So let me adjust this chart accordingly. So there you go. I had this as my target over in our members only area. This was my target. It came up. It did miss. So I have this as my top. I did miss this target right here. We are trapped. This is pinching right here. This tried to break out of the pinching on the 6 hour. Let me clean up some of this stuff. I hit that target. Broke out. Okay. You know, on the 6 hour, I don't see, there's nothing here that tells me anything. There's no easy trade setup right now on EOS. There's just nothing. I mean, you've kind of got this tweezer topish thing on the 6 hour. On your 4 hour chart, you did have this very bearish candle. This is good. This good spinning top. I like this candle. It is a reversal candle, or it does show it's a neutral and or reversal candle. It did act as a reversal candle. We fell out. We then found support right there on the 4 and 6 hour. Just hanging on by a thread. I still look at this as neutral. But I'm still looking this as a neutral trade zone here on EOS. I don't like it either way. I just don't like either target here either way. This is not an easy trade right here on EOS. Tron I think is a much better trading opportunity right now. So Tron does have a lot better trading opportunity. Let's go over here. Let's take a look at our daily on Tron. All right, see what we're looking for. All right, so here you go. So on your daily on Tron, this is, you've got a bearish cross coming right here. It's still not there. It didn't happen. So it's really, really close right now. That's not going to help out the bulls or the bears in this next couple hours. 12-hour chart. So you did just get a brand new 12-hour chart cross right here. So there that is. I'll circle this in white. So you did get this ugly crossover. This is brand new. So you got this brand new bull cross, bear cross, sorry. So this is a bear cross. It's got a brand new bear cross right there. Push the price down. Now, can it hold it down? I don't know. Has this played itself out? It kind of looks like it. Kind of looks like this has played itself out right here. It's not going to be a lot of help. I just see Tron as kind of weak. I don't like Tron. I don't like this trading. So look, you got a bullish cross on your 6 hour. This should give this push up. Look at this. So you have a bearish and a bullish cross. So you have a bearish cross, knocked it down. About to have a bullish cross. This should bring it back up just a little bit. I am bearish on Tron. Okay, so I'm gonna put this bearish on Tron. Okay, so I'm gonna put on bearish on Tron. I'm not bullish on Tron. I'm not feeling it right here. This is a brand new crossover right here on the 12-hour. So I think this is going to get pushed back down. Okay. IOTA, let's take a look at 4 hours. All bad news. Just all bad news here. If you are in IOTA, it is very weak. Yeah, you just had a brand new cross. You had a cross, and then it looks like it's going to cross again. You had a shooting star candle right here. So you did have a shooting star candle on the 6-hour that just closed out. 12 hours on IOTA. You had, look at this. So this is the cross. This is the triangle of doom cross. So you did get the triangle of doom cross. You got a cross. You got a second cross. How this is even standing up here? There must be something underneath this that's holding it up. Maybe it's on the daily. Nope. Cross. Nothing here. I don't see. Maybe a 3-day. Nope. Wow. This is nothing below it. I mean, IOTA is just got nothing below it here. Bearish. I'm going to say bearish on IOTA. Okay, go to 4-hour. Yep. So I'm going to put, I am bearish on IOTA. Okay. So lots of cross, lots of support up top. Ethereum. Okay, let's take a peek, a look at it. All right, so here's our Ethereum daily chart. I am more bullish. So I am bullish on Ethereum, right? I am totally bullish on Ethereum right now. So we had 3 soldiers marching. We came all the way back down. We now created an inside bar candle, right? Now, this can't be a fakie, so you got to watch out, right? So I call this an inside bar candle on the daily, which is this is a bearish candle. So this is actually creating, this can come up. I am more bullish on Ethereum. Okay, this looks good. This is good. I think Ethereum is one of the strongest out there right now. Looking at Ethereum, you know, lots of support below it, weak support above it on the 12-hour, 6-hour. Probably going to get a bullish cross here on the 6-hour. I bet if we look at the 4-hour, it's also got some 4-hour. Yeah, I mean, doing what it's nothing here. So you've got a lot of support above it right here, resistance above it. So you do have the 200-day. Look at this 200-day line. Look at how it's hard to ever see the 200-day line. Look at the 200-day line. Ding, 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 all the way through here. Just support all the way through. Wow, the 200-day is just vicious on Ethereum. Just cutting through it like a samurai sword, right? Just absolutely vicious. Let's see if this can hold. If this breaks this, you're going to look for some upside right up here. It's $472. So let's see where our targets are. So I would say right over here. There's my second target. So a bullish on Ethereum, right? This is the only thing. If it breaks this, you're going to get a squirt up to here. I don't know about this target. This is pretty high for me. This target's really high for me. I am going to say, how about 30% chance? This is just a really toughie. Maybe even lower. Maybe even lower. Okay, I might even lower this down. Might be even a little high still. 15 to 18% chance it gets up there. Okay. So I am bullish on Ethereum right now simply because of the daily chart. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at any of the fundamentals of Ethereum. But yeah, that's where I'm at. And then I would, there we go. Still looking for this to possibly play back up here. If it breaks out, this thing breaks out, it's just gonna kind of run. It's gonna run up here. So I am bullish, and let's make that bigger. All right. Okay. All right, and I think that's good. I think that's all I got. Geez, I tried to make it quick. It's just not. I just can't make these damn videos quick enough.